Out where the oak tree casts shadows long and lean, by the whispering creek where we carved our names unseen, an old red scar faded by the sun and the sin, place where my heart knew peace, where our tales begin. That campfire's glow, warm against the cold night's roar, each spark a memory, your laughter the fire's core. Oh, campfire, shut the door on those golden days. Now I roam these gravel roads in a lonesome haze. The stars don't shine as bright when I sing your name. Lost love's echo, a mournful tune in the flame. Porch with creaking wood, the cabin stands empty, dreams lost where we once stood. Rain taps on the roof like the beat of your heart. Dust settles where dances swirled, now worlds apart. The trail we once walked, now overgrown, not a trace, just a wandering wind through an empty embrace. Oh, campfire, shut the door on those golden days. Now I roam these silent hills in a lonesome haze. The moon hangs low, heavy with the tales we spun. My shadow stretches far, melting with the setting sun. If I could ride one last time down that old lane, feel the wind, hear your voice calling soft and plain. Maybe this heartache could find its final rest underneath the oak's arms where we love best. So campfire, shut the door, let those embers die. I'll carry this torch alone neath the vast endless sky. Every sunset a reminder of what the heart keeps, even as the cowboy sings the memory weaves. Campfire, shut the door, leave me with the night, a silhouette against the stars, holding on too tight. Out where the oak tree casts shadows long and lean, by the whispering creek where we carved our names unseen, an old red scar faded by the sun and the sin, place where my heart knew peace, where our tales begin. The campfire's glow, warm against the cold night's roar, each spark a memory, your laughter the fire's core. Oh, campfire, shut the door on those golden days. Now I roam these gravel roads in a lonesome haze. The stars don't shine as bright when I sing your name. Lost love's echo, a mournful tune in the flame. No more do we sit on that porch with creaking wood. The cabin stands empty, dreams lost where we once stood. The rain taps on the roof like the beat of your heart. Dust settles where dances swirled, now worlds apart. The trail we once walked, now overgrown, not a trace, just a wandering wind carry this torch alone neath the vast, endless sky. Every sunset a reminder of what the heart keeps. Even as the cowboy sings, the memory weeps. Campfire, shut the door, leave me with the night. A silhouette against the stars, holding on too tight. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long, under the breath of the prairie song, found an old locket, rusted and worn, whispered secrets of love sworn. By the creek where we used to roam, in a quiet town that we called home, your laughter danced on the summer air, your scarlet scarf left hanging there. Locket shut the door on the past so sweet, locked inside where our memories meet. Riding through these ghost trails alone, echoes of a love deep as stone. The wind's a harsh reminder in the fading light of your smile that's gone into the night. Years rolled by like a storm swift past. The wildlands changed, so did the grass. Old porches creak neath time's heavy hand, in empty cabins where we made our stand. The saddle's worn like the heart I bear, paths overgrown yet I feel you there. The rain falls soft on the dusty ground, in the silence after you're nowhere found. Locket shut the door on dreams once lived, in the heart of a wanderer endlessly adrift. Riding through these ghost trails alone, echoes of a love deep as stone. The dusk a cold blanket or the twilight side of your voice that's faded into the sky. Down the gravel road under the sunset's burn, a lesson in each turn of how to love then learn. An empty echo in the box where once a fire burned bright, now just the twilight and the softening of night. Locket shut the door on the love I can't restore. Whispers in the wind say I'll see you once more. Riding through these memories alone, echoes of a love forever my own. With every sunset swallowed by the night, I find peace in the starlight, holding on to your light. In the shadow of the oak, where the creek used to flow, she danced under the stars, feet bare, spirit bold. By the old wooden porch, our laughs mingled with the cold, and her scarf caught the wind, a fluttering banner of gold. Now the creek's running dry, stars all hidden by gloom. Her laughter's just an echo in an empty room. Barefoot steps turn cold as the night claims the old, leaving nothing but a whisper and the dust to hold. The trail's overgrown where we used to ride side by side, through valleys deep and mountains high, under the endless sky. Now it's just me and this old saddle, and the road that's grown wide. Every sunset I chase, her shadow by my side. Now the creek's running dry, stars all hidden by gloom. Her laughter's just an echo in an empty room. Barefoot steps turn cold as the night claims the old, leaving nothing but a whisper and the dust to hold. Sometimes in the silence, the wind whispers her name across the barren meadow. It's never quite the same. A heart can travel miles, yet stay lost in a dream, held fast by the love and all that could have been. So here's to the memories under fading western lights, to the dreams that die at dawn and the lonely bitter nights. Barefoot steps turn cold, but this story's tale is told on a gravel road to nowhere, with her memory to hold. Now the creek's running dry, stars all hidden by gloom. Still her laughter's just an echo in an empty room. Underneath the oak where the shadow lingers long, I found your scarf blue as the dusk, singing a prairie song. Right there by the crooked bend on Jenkins' old dirt road, we watched the stars crowd the night as the cool wind softly blowed. Starry night burns, oh how it burns, lighting old memories at each of the turns. Where the river runs deep by the edge of your eyes, there I linger still where our old love lies. Now the porch creaks a lonely tune neath the weight of silent moons, and the cabin's empty rooms hold the echoes of our laughs. The dusty trails where we once rode now just tracks the wild wind blow. My heart's a saddle worn and old, lost in the echoes of our past. Starry night burns, oh how it burns, each spark a whisper of return. In the silence of the plains, under skies wide and high, I roam with the dust under your starlit sky. By the faded trails and where the wildflowers hide, I reckon with the ghost of dreams that never died. Yet in the hush twixt dusk and dawn, by that lonely ridge, I find a peace in knowing love's more than the bridge I failed to build. Starry night burns, forever it burns, a torch in the void where the heart yearns. Deep as the river, wild as the rain, in the whispers of the wind I hear your name. Yes, in the whispers whispers of the wind, I'll always hear your name.
Out where the oak tree cast long shadows on a dusty cobblestone maze, there's a cabin with a porch that's weathered every storm, every sun-baked day. She laughed there, soft like the summer rain, echoing across the plains where wildflowers sway. Her laugh listened to my heart's quiet song, in a world where right often loses to wrong. The sunset weaves through the sky's vast quilt. Her laughter's the home these memories build. Now the gravel roads stretch empty, the town's old laughter a whispered ghost. That oak tree's older, heart carved deeply, names fading, love's boast now lost most. The scent of pine, the dust on my boots, every step away from her my roots. Her laugh listened to my heart's quiet song, in a world where right often loses to wrong. The sunset's embers die in the chill. Her laughter's the ghost these hills still fill. Under the vast starlit dome I roam, each star memory, the sky her tone. Rivers wander, but to the sea they know, like my heart to her laugh, forever it goes. Her laugh listened, oh how it knew the ties that bind the pain of the true. As night claims the colors from the sky's last light, her laughter's the echo in the winds of the night.
Down by the creek, where the willow weeps and moans, I found an old scarf, your color lost and alone, tangled in the brush, like my fingers through your hair, in that empty bed by the window, where we laid our love bare. Oh, how the whispering wind sings of you low and sad, carrying tales of what we had to the stars up above. Once there was laughter in the dust of that old porch. Now it's just footprints faded where we used to hold a torch. The oak tree stands witness to the vow softly spoken. Now I ride these trails alone with a heart forever broken. Oh, how the whispering wind sings of you, low and sad, carrying tales of what we had to the stars up above. Each night I roam under skies vast and deep, with an empty bed drifting in dreams where you still sleep. In the saddle I found solace under the free and roving sun, but at the fall of dusk your shadow comes undone. Riding past our empty cabin on that gravel road to nowhere, I reckon love's a journey with its share of wear and tear. Oh, how the whispering wind sings of you, low and sad, carrying tales of what we had and the pain of letting go. Each night I roam under skies vast and deep, with an empty bed drifting away from dreams I can't keep. So I'll ride till the sun dips and the plains call me to rest in the heart of the valley where we once loved best. And though this bed is empty and the trail's end is nigh, in the whispers of the prairie I find your soft sigh. In the shadow of an old oak tree we swore, under its leaves our love would endure. By the creek where the wild horses roam free, I carved our names for eternity. But now that oak whispers low in the wind, the creek's a mirror, we're broken thin. Oh, how your voice fades on the breeze through empty cabins and rustling leaves. Every sunset, another day gone, your echo's all I'm living on. Lost in the dust of gravel roads untraced, holding on to the love time erased. The porch still creaks where you danced in the rain. Your laughter's ghost, all that remains. The saddle sits dusty, the scarf you wore, frayed at the edges from the days of yore. Now each twilight paints regret in my mind for the wild lands we left behind. Oh, how your voice fades on the breeze through empty cabins and rustling leaves. Every sunset, another day gone, your echo's all I'm living on. Lost in the dust of gravel roads untraced, holding on to the love time erased. Now the trails fade where we once rode under starlit night skies our stories told, and in the silence of this wandering life I find the strength to face this strife. Yes, your voice fades, but in my heart a fire, a stubborn spark of undying desire. Through the whispering winds, your laughter I chase. In every sunset, I still see your face. Oh, how your voice fades, yet forever stays. A lingering warmth in the cold, empty grave. Under the shadow of an aging oak, where wildflowers dare to grow, I first saw her laughing in the sun's low golden glow. We carved our names within that bark, a fortress strong and true, in that quiet dusty town under skies so endless blue. Oh, the oak tree called my name, winds whisper secrets old and new. Echoes of her voice in the leaves sing of the love I once knew. Every creaking branch a tale of dreams we claim. Under that old oak tree where nothing stayed the same. Years drifted like the river bends, smooth stones worn by time. That old porch saw seasons turn, but she's no longer mine. Scarves that danced upon the breeze, now lost like her soft smile. Left my heart upon that path, walked alone for miles. Oh, the oak tree called my name, winds whisper secrets old and new. Echoes of her voice in the leaves sing of the love I once knew. Every creaking branch a tale of dreams we claim. Under that old oak tree where nothing stayed the same. Quiet, I hear the rustling leaves speaking low and sweet of days when the sun spilled like honey where the earth and the sky would meet. But the sunsets bleed crimson now over lands where loneliness reigns. Every twilight cries for her and the night whispers my pain. Yes, the oak tree called my name under starlit sky so clear and deep, where memories lay in the dust, where the willows weep. Still every night by that gnarled old frame where my tears fell like rain. Under that old oak tree, whispering her name, whispering her name. Out where the oak tree shadows lay long on the ground, I found that old wagon wheel half buried bound in vines and the whispers of winds that once told of a girl with eyes wildfire and a heart spun from gold. We'd ride past the cabins where the porch swings still sway, laughing at twilight as days slipped away. Oh, the wagon wheel bleeds and the river runs dry under the weight of this big lonesome sky. Memories like dust that the prairie wind steals, scars left in the branches and time never heals. These trails, they grow cold as the sunset implores. Oh my love, these wild lands, they're yours. Now the towns are too quiet and the roads, they know pain. Gravel whispers secrets in the soft summer rain. Where once danced our laughter, now only echoes respond. And the night seems so vast when you find yourself gone. An old saddle sits by a door that's now closed, holding stories of love where once a flower arose. Yes, the wagon wheel bleeds and the river runs dry under the weight of this big lonesome sky. Memories like dust that the prairie wind steals, scars left in the branches and time never heals. These trails, they grow cold as the sunset implores. Oh my love, these wild lands, they're yours. In dreams I still wander down old gravel lanes, where the whispering grasses sing soft your name. But the morning breaks harsh on a bed lying alone, in a room where the shadow of your leaving is thrown. Oh, the wagon wheel bleeds as my heartache concedes. Every sunset's a whisper neath the old oak trees. And as long as the paths wind and the mountain creeks flow, I'll remember my darling where the wild roses grow. These trails forever cold as my tale unfolds. Oh my love, these wild lands, they're yours. And my soul like the wheel just eternally rolls, part of you, these wild lands evermore.
Out by the creek where the cottonwoods whispered, under the grip of the great mountain shadow, she laughed with the sun, danced with the wind, on that old wooden porch where our summer's thin. Her scarf in the breeze like a soft blue prayer, her promise of forever hung silent in the air. Now her goodbye drifts through the valley so low, rustles through the oak leaves where the wild rivers flow. Every sunset bleeds a color she once knew, and her goodbye drifts like the morning dew. Years peeled the paint from that cabin we shared, gravel roads less traveled, echo songs unsung. The chair where she sat remained solemnly bare, a testament to dreams we once declared. In the stir of the dust, her laughter's a ghost, fading on the trail where I need her the most. Her goodbye drifts through the valley so low, rustles through the oak leaves where the wild rivers flow. Every sunset bleeds a color she once Still her goodbye drifts through the valley so low, haunts every canyon, over peaks dusted with snow. Each night folds in colder and through, her goodbye drifts and I'm drifting too. Her goodbye drifts and I'm drifting too.
Just past the creek where the cottonwoods grow, that old felt hat tied down, shielding sorrow. It watched over me on your porch made of pine, as we traded sweet whispers, your hand holding mine. In that quiet little town where time moves slow, under the shade of oaks where wild rivers flow, your scarf in the wind like a captured blue flame. I left my heart there and nothing's been the same. Oh, that hat tied down, brim bent below the eyes, hiding tears that fall like rain from winter skies. Each trail I ride, each dusty path I roam, takes me further from you, but never closer to home. Now the cabin stands empty where we once lay. The laughter we shared, now echoes fade away. Gravel roads stretch under mournful moon's glow, leading nowhere, just shadows of what I used to know. Those wild lands hold memories, each stone and each tree, but the soul of the prairie, it just ain't the same without thee. Your picture, a faded token in the pocket of my vest, riding solo bunny sunsets in search of some rest. Oh, that hat tied down, brim bent below the eyes, hiding tears that fall like rain from winter skies. Each trail I ride, each dusty path I roam, takes me further from you, but never closer to home. There's a silence in the prairies, a whisper through the grass, speaking of what was and what can never come to pass. I've learned that some loves are like the wildflowers of spring, vivid and brief, a fleeting, beautiful thing. So that hat tied down, heavy now with years, sagged under the weight of my unspoken fears. But each sunset that bleeds into the edge of the night is a reminder of love once burning so bright. Oh, that hat tied down, brim bent below the eyes, I'll keep riding these trails until my own sunset dies, carrying memories under skies vast and dawn, always moving away, forever unable to come home. out where the oak tree shadow the dusty roads bend. I first saw her smile, wild as the wind in her hair. We danced under stars, on old porches we'd spend those fleeting sweet summers without a single care. The gravel path whispered of where our dreams might have led, in that quiet town where our love was declared. But the timeless road lingers and I'm riding alone, where the whispers of the wind speak only of her gone. Each sunset bleeds memories, in the twilight they groan on this long, lonely trail, where my heart finds no home. The years spun like dust devils, wild and untamed. The cabin sits empty where laughter once reigned. Her scarf still hangs on the oak, faded unnamed, a relic of passion, now just sorrow retained. Rain taps like soft footsteps across the window pane, echoing the silence where absence remains. Yes, the timeless road lingers and I'm riding alone, where the whispers of the wind speak only of her gone. Each sunset bleeds memories, in the twilight they groan on this long, lonely trail, where my heart finds no home. Now the saddle's worn thin, like the soles of my boots, every step and each mile threading back to her roots. In dreams she's the echo of old forgotten tunes, a dance in the shadow, a ghost at high noon. Still this timeless road lingers and I'm riding alone, haunted by the silence where laughter once roamed. Sunset's last light fading like the warmth from a stone on this long, lonely trail, her memory etched in my bones. So I'll ride these old trails where our wild dreams once flew, beneath vast starlit skies that we once knew. And though time may pass and the night slips to blue, this timeless road lingers, ever old, ever new. Out by the edge where prairie winds play, stood an old oak tree where we used to lay. Underneath its branches we carved our names in that quiet earth, wrapped in golden haze. But now that oak tree's washed away by the river's wrath on a stormy day, just like you, it slipped from my grasp, leaves and love both gone with the past. The porch still creaks at your memory, that old red scarf you left rests silently. Dust dances alone where we danced in tune to the songs of crickets under the crescent moon. Yes, that old tree's washed away by the river's tears and my own dismay. Just like you, it faded from sight, roots and heart buried under the night. Sometimes I wander those gravel roads where our laughter echoes, easing lows. The sunset's glow reminds me of your face, a part of my soul lost without a trace. Oh, that oak tree washed away like the dreams we made in the dusty fray. And here I stand where we once lay, a cowboy lost in the love that strayed. Yes, here I sing to the winds that sway, where the oak tree in my heart forever lay, washed away. There's a cabin on the ridge where the cottonwoods sigh, where we carved our names under that wide frontier sky. A scarf she left behind on the hook by the door still dances with the wind on that old wooden floor. Each creak sounds like the steps of her boots coming around, but it's just echoes of silence. In the shadows I'm bound. Her goodbye tied down to the oak by the spring, where the waters run clear and the meadowlarks sing. Each sunset bleeds memories over gravel and ground. My heart rides the trails where her laughter once found. Oh, her goodbye tied down like a ghost in my town. In every dust swirl, her spirit spellbound. The seasons turn their pages, the rains washed away the paths to our dreams where old promises lay. From the porch I watch stars flare where eyes used to shine. There's just the cold whisper of the pines. A lone saddle sits idle where once we'd ride side by side. Now I roam these empty rooms where our love used to reside. Her goodbye tied down to the oak by the spring, where the waters run clear and the meadowlarks sing. Each sunset bleeds memories over gravel and ground. My heart rides the trails where her laughter once found. Oh, her goodbye tied down like a ghost in my town. In every dust swirl, her spirit spellbound. In the stillness of the night I feel her close yet so far, a silhouette against the moon, a whispered sigh from a star. If this land could speak, it'd tell me to find where I belong, but every trail without her feels uncertain and wrong. And her goodbye tied down under skies vast and profound, I wander these lands where our love once was crowned. And as the horizon swallows the sun with a frown, in the heart of this cowboy, her goodbye's tied down. Her goodbye forever tied down. Out where the old trees whisper secrets of old, in a land where my heart's tales were never told, by the creek where we laughed under moon's soft glow, your shadow dances on the water's murky flow. That old wooden porch, we'd sway slow in the breeze, now creaks neath my boot, along with my pleas. Ghosts shivered in the wind, love slipped through my fingers like sand in the desert, where your sweet sand lingers in the twilight. The skies bleed shades of your eyes, echoing the sorrow that in my heart lies. Oh, go shiver through the sunsets, longing just grows on the gravel roads bend where the lonely wind blows. Years roll like the thunder across these wide plains, since the rain washed away all but our love's remains. Your scarf in my pocket, a fragment so frail on the trail we once walked, now just a faded trail. The cabin sits empty like the hollows of my soul, each corner filled with memories I can't control. Ghosts shivered in the wind, love slipped through my fingers like sand in the desert, where your sweet sand lingers in the twilight. The skies bleed shades of your eyes, echoing the sorrow that in my heart lies. Oh, ghosts shiver through the sunsets, longing just grows on the gravel roads bend where the lonely wind blows. So here's to the silence between each dust kicks dry, to the stars that keep secrets of the tears that I've cried. Night drapes the prairie in a blanket so wide, your ghost finds me here in the shadows I hide. Ghost shivered in the wind, love slipped through my fingers like sand in the desert, now only your scent lingers beneath infinite skies, where old dreams come to die. I whisper your name with a lone heartfelt sigh. Oh, ghost shiver through the sunsets, here I'll abide on the gravel roads bend forever, you and I. So wild, there's an echo of laughter, of a love unreconciled. On that old porch found the scarf you wore, now gray and frayed. It dances with the ghostly wind where our promises once lay. Goodbye letter closed her eyes, then earth that turned to Christ. Whispers miss the wind-swept plains, saddle of my heart's remains. Every dusk bleeds into night where your shadow used to lie. Goodbye letter sealed with a sigh and a vast unending sky. Gravel roads whisper stories through the dust of my old boots. Every step a memory, each path a root of deeper roots. But time has swept the corners of the cabin where you smile. Rain has washed the trails where once our hearts ran free and wild. Goodbye letter closed her eyes, then Dubat turned to cries. Whispers midst the wind-swept plains, saddle up my heart's remains. Every dusk bleeds into night where your shadow used to lie. Goodbye letter sealed with a sigh in the vast unending sky. Now I roam through empty lands where your laughter filled the air. Sunsets paint my solitude, a canvas dark and bare. Yet in the silence neath the stars your face in dreams appears. Holding on to a ghost of love drowned within my silent tears. Goodbye letter closed her eyes, farewells under twilight skies. Every memory fades to gray on the trails I walk astray. In the heart of every night I find your eyes, my fading light. Goodbye letter, a love untied with every lonesome starlit stride.
In the valley where the oak tree marks our names, carved deep in bark beneath the sky's wide frame, we dance through dandelions golden bright, your laughter mingling with the breeze of May twilight. That old scarf you wore still smells of sweet despair, left behind on our porch, swaying in the open air. Oh, how the dandelion field fell apart. Each petal drifted like a piece of my heart. The wind whispers secrets only I can hear. Lonely echoes of you always disappear. Now the cabin stands but hollow, filled with dust. Gravel roads where the tracks of our lost trust. Saddles lay untouched, the horses roam astray. Like my soul wanders through each forgetful day. Rains came washing your footprints off the trail, leaving muddy tears and a love grown frail. Oh, how the dandelion field fell apart. Each petal drifted like a piece of my heart. The wind whispers secrets only I can hear. Lonely echoes of you always disappear. Sunsets bleed like like the ink on your last letter. Promises of forever, torn and tattered. I'm a silhouette against the fading light, trying to find what's wrong, what's right. Oh, how the dandelion field fell apart. I gather seeds, try to restart, but the wind, it carries them so far from me. In the dandelion field where I let you be. Oh, in the dandelion field we're forever apart, yet forever you bloom wild in my heart.
In the shadow of an oak where the wild daisies grow, I first kissed you under that time-worn glow. Your laugh echoed off the canyon's embrace, while sunset painted gold on your face. Fading light, watch me trails where heartaches weave, under skies too wide to grieve. The dust swirls with my dreams deceived. Now the cabin's empty where we used to dance. Floorboards whisper secrets to the cold expanse. That old porch swing sways, but only with the breeze, not like when we swayed, so effortless and free. Fading light, wash me through trails where heartaches weave, under skies too wide to grieve. The dust swirls with my dreams to see. On a gravel road, the rains came down, turned all those whispers, secrets into muddy ground. A scarlet scarf you left behind is the only touch I find. Fading light watched me leave. The yoke, the porch, and the memory weave. Sun dips low like my heart, it cleaves to the fading light that watched me leave. In the quiet solitude where shadows play, I reckon hearts like mine were made to stray. But as the stars come out to grieve, it's your name they whisper as I retrieve.
Under the morning sky, my boots stir the dust of old, where the oak tree shadows fell long and secrets softly told. I once carved hearts in that bark where the wild rivers bend, her laughter tangled in the breeze
a melody without end. Oh, the morning sky called my name in whispers of the past. Wrapped in sorrow's frame, every sunset bleeds like the scarf she'd wear. Gone like smoke in the wild open air. The cabin's empty, swallowed by the creeping vines of time. Gravel roads lead to nowhere, to the echoes of the chime. That old porch still groans under the weight of ghostly feet. Dancing shadows, faded trails, where our hearts would meet. Oh, the morning sky called my name in whispers of the past. Wrapped in sorrow's frame, every sunset bleeds like the scarf she'd wear. Gone like smoke in the wild open air. By the riverside, the stones hold the warmth, the sun's gone by. I touch the earth, feel her pulse beneath the expansive sky. A part of me lies buried in lands where we once roamed, forever wandering the plains I called home. Oh, the morning sky calls again as I tread this lonesome game, each step away from yesteryears where she called my name. In the quiet of the night, under stars cold and bare, her memory rides beside me, a silent prayer.